From a failure properly to understand God comes a world of unhappiness among good Christians even today. The Christian life is thought to be a glum, unrelieved, cross-carrying, under the eye of a stern father who expects much and excuses nothing. He is peevish, highly temperament, and extremely hard to please. The kind of life which springs out of such, let's say, dubious notions.
Words are hard.
must of necessity.
Man, we're like 30 seconds in and already bombing.
be but a parody on the true life in Christ. That's from A.W. Tozer, The Root of the Righteous.
If anyone has any recommendations for remedial reading courses.
Oh, goodness. Well, welcome to the podcast.
The podcast.
Oh.
Welcome to the Grace for the Wilderness podcast. I'm Andy.
I'm Eric. And
you can tell.
I'm in need of extravagant grace because I can't read big words. So.
And we're coming to you from right outside the lovely Taj Mahal. See the steps sitting right there?
And then even the awning behind us in case it rains.
It's the servant's entrance.
That's right. With the butler, the low petty people.
What were the words that you had trouble here?
Heck, if I know all of them. That was a hard one, Andy.
Peevish?
No, I got peevish. Is that libolious? Libolious?
Libelous.
Libelous. I don't even know what that means. If anybody knows what that means, let us know.
Put it in the notes below.
Chat that in.
You know, we're from the age where you had to go get this big book like this thick. It says like Webster's Dictionary
and figure it out.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't have helped. I might have figured out the definition of it.
I mean, really.
That whole thing. Dude, you didn't even give me a chance. He's like, here, read. Because he couldn't understand them either.
It's not like you haven't had this for a month.
Doesn't mean I look at it.
Hey guys, Eric here with Grace for the Wilderness, and welcome back to season 2 of our podcast. Andy and I are so excited that you guys are joining us again this year. But a quick reminder that our first field guide, number 1, is coming out Good Friday. So April the 3rd. You can go to Amazon. You can go to our website, which is grace4thewilderness.com. So graceforthewilderness.com. You can also pick up our new field guide there. But again, we're so thankful to have you along for the journey this year.
Step 1, that's the problem.
The sad thing is this is a fantastic quote.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but you may have to explain it to everybody now.
Well, how about this? Reread the very first sentence.
The very first?
Can you count to 1?
Here we go. From a failure properly to understand God comes a world of unhappiness among good Christians even today. And I think that is true.
Yeah.
If we don't properly understand God, that does lead to unhappiness, and that does lead to our joy being sucked away from us because we think God is some with a magnifying glass looking down to zap us and get us if we do wrong or mess up, and that's not the truth.
All right, I'm gonna take a chance and use some more big words here.
Let me get my coffee.
We also think that God is this huge cosmic killjoy as well, right?
Killjoy. Okay.
Yeah, you like that word?
Kill Bill. It's a good movie.
We haven't done our new section, and you said dad joke. You're wrong. It's not a dad joke. It's a buddy joke.
That's a buddy joke.
Because it's named for my father-in-law.
That's right.
So, are you ready?
I'm sure. And I have not heard this, by the way.
Why do people from Greece not like to get up early in the morning?
Because it's slippery?
Because dawn is tough on Greece.
Oh my gosh. So I was going in the right area. I said slippery.
Slippery.
So,
Okay.
okay.
You're close. All right.
I'll be sure to use that this week in my conversations.
So y'all, if you don't like these, you can email my father-in-law at Eric.
Do we have anybody else we can just
If you have some better ideas of jokes,
put them in there? Submit them. Grace for the Wilderness at gmail.com. So
the number 4, right?
the number 4, we don't check it. So it's not true. We do check.
So we're running a little bit of an audible today. I mean, we're at episode 2, season 2, and we're already running an audible.
Yeah, we're in the episode 2,
Yeah.
season 2, episode 2, big audible.
What is the audible?
Well, there are multiple audibles, but the audible, first audible is where we're located. We didn't really know where we were going to do this today, but we wanted to be outside. It's a beautiful day, and we're talking about being in the wilderness. Let's be outside. So there's wilderness behind us.
So we went to the Taj Mahal.
That's right. You might see some deer, maybe some elk coming here in a little bit. But no, the other big audible was we did have kind of an episode scripted out where we wanted to take it, like things to talk about. However, we were supposed to do this a few days ago, record this episode a few days ago.
Yeah.
And we met, and what was supposed to be recording an episode, we never hit record because we sat down and we were both like, took a deep breath, and it's like, it's just been a rough week.
Well, I mean, that's what we're going to tell everybody. What really happened was that our wives wouldn't let us do it. So
That's that too.
But yeah, we did.
I
had a rough week, and just talking through what that looks like, and it was unexpected things, right?
Mm-hmm. And the funny, that's not funny, but when we were meeting to record, but we ended up just saying, like, talking through our weekly wilderness journey, which was almost 3 hours of us sitting on the front porch talking.
It was.
And there were a couple of moments we said, hey, do we want to go ahead and just record? And we both said, no. Like, let's just keep talking about what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And what I was going through is, for most people, it's nothing major. It's just some decisions, choices. But it was some frustration and just like, oh my God, what are you doing? And keep sharing it, walking it through with you, getting your input, getting your advice, counsel. And then flip-flopped. I mean, you had the same, different, but,
Yeah, yours is
hard.
something you've been praying about for a really long time. And,
Yeah.
and not just praying about, but taking action towards and working towards. I don't
Yeah.
know what you can share, but what you were talking to me about is something you've been working towards for several months now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just one of those where it may be like that's us in the journey, and in our wilderness, we feel God calling us to do something, pursue something, go after something. But the enemy is going to try to do everything in his power to stop that. And this is that. I mean, the enemy is just trying to do things, subtle things, to create frustration, friction, disappointment, to steer me away from, or push me away from what I feel God's calling me to do, or decisions to make. So I think in general, all of us, God can be calling us to do something. We're being obedient to the call, but we have to remember that the father of lies is Satan, and the one who's going to try to come in and mess all of that up is Satan. And we have to expect that. If we don't, we're foolish.
Yeah, and to use a military terminology, the minute, if you're down in the foxhole,
Yeah.
there's no shots fired.
Yeah.
But the second you put your head above the hole, that's when it happens.
Because the enemy sees you.
Yes.
Like, it's like if there's nothing moving, enemies like they're dead or they're not there. And just like in real life, if the enemy sees your head pop up, they're like, oh, he's there, get rid of him.
Yeah.
That's what's happening, is my head popped up, right?
Yeah.
And the enemy, the Satan, is trying to take shots at me. And so again, it's not like I lost a job, or it's not finances, nothing like that, but it's the schlepping.
Ah, that's a big word.
I just thought of it.
Explain for us.
It is a
what
real
it
word
is.
though. So schlepping, and I want to say it's like from up north, like where it gets real cold, snowy, wintry mix. The mindset, the concept is you just kind of schlep through the mundane, just the of life.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of us. That's journeying with Christ. It's just schlepping. Like we just kind of go through the mundane, everyday things of life. It may not look pretty or sexy. You're just kind of you're just schlepping. You're just going.
Yeah.
And I think
Trudging.
And I think that's where we are. Like we're just in that trudging.
And it's never anything. Well, that's not fair. A lot of times it's not something big that he throws in our way, but smaller things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what's the word? It's not. It's understated challenges.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a small thought in your head. Hey, you're not doing this well, or what are you thinking? There's no way you could do this, or
Yeah.
I'm not qualified for this, or whatever the negative thoughts. It could be something as simple as that, right?
And I think and this is something that I taught on last week to some leaders, pastors, and about a month ago, I taught some other people. But this comes from a book, Marcus Warner, Understanding the Wounded Heart, and he has
Smaller words than Tozer.
much smaller. I can understand his book, but he has a model. And what I've been teaching is we have wounds, lies, vows, and strongholds. And
Wounds.
So it's
Lies.
so like wounds, like we get wounded in life.
Yeah.
Words, actions, and then if we aren't careful and we don't deal with that wound, it can turn into a lie.
Yeah.
It can turn into what you just said. I'm not good enough. I can't do that. I'm not worthy enough. And if we don't deal with that, that turns into these vows. Well, I'll never do ministry again. I'll never get married again. I'll never have a successful whatever, fill in the blank. And then ultimately, for us to even just deal with that, strongholds come in.
Yeah.
That's what we normally see manifesting with everyone, people, alcohol, drug abuse, the addictions.
Yeah.
That's the stronghold, but it's because we haven't dealt with the wound up top. But that's what the enemy does. And what we're talking about is it's those small things, right? It's those small little wounds. It's
Yeah.
nothing big. It can be words. It can be actions somebody does against us. But then it can go all the way down to the stronghold that, Paul talks about, a thorn in our side, right? Yeah. And so we've got to work through all that. But when we start working on that, you better believe the enemy's going to start attacking. Our head's getting above the foxhole.
Yeah.
Again.
And even this is a lot. Oftentimes, the wounds, the lies, the origination, they may be ourselves, but they also come from well-meaning other believers.
Hands down. And one of the things that I believe, I think the majority come from our family, from family rules. So like, think about growing up in your family. I'm sure you had rules, right?
Oh, I had lots of them.
But and lots, and so did I. But those rules, good or bad, start shaping who we are.
Yeah.
Our family values. Did we go to church? Did we not go to church? Do we do this? Do we not do that? Right? Good or bad.
Yeah.
Start shaping the family relationships.
Yeah.
And I think that's where that starts planting seeds. Even if you're, husband and wife is pregnant, that baby that's in the womb, before it's even birthed, what we're saying about that child, good or bad, well, that's something we're speaking over that child.
Yeah.
And so if a husband's like, I don't want this child, I don't want this baby, that baby's going to be no good, or somebody else speaks that before it's even birthed, believe me, those words are powerful.
Yeah.
And that baby's going to come out. It's because it's going to be here. It's already heard it.
Yeah.
And so, to your point, even the most well-meaning believers can hurt us and create wounds in us.
Yeah. And you're talking about rules, so I can say this, both of my parents have passed on now, but my parents were both a little OCD when it comes to cleanliness.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
And so, you never know you only know what you're taught until you experience something different.
Yeah.
And so I remember, when I met my wife, she would come over her house and I would like explain these different rules. And she would be like, that makes no sense.
Because she wasn't used to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the joke now is, so is it okay to wash your hands in the kitchen sink?
Yes.
I was told that that's nasty. And I'm
What?
like, well, the dishes are already dirty.
Where do you wash your hands? In the shower?
I guess you go.
Or on the garden hose?
You go to the bathroom and wash your hands.
Garden hose?
But I mean, so it's things like that. We don't know what we don't know until we see something different.
And one of the things, talking about wounds, one of the things I similar cleanliness, but some of the values and rules growing up was your appearance is shirt tucked in, everything's put together, nobody hears you, nobody knows about your problems or issues. And that, even those little things shaped how I view God, but also how I viewed what I'm supposed to be as a Christian. Meaning nobody can see my messiness. Nobody can see my wilderness journey, right? Yeah. That can't ever be, nobody can know about that.
Right.
And it was this, I've got to be clean, perfect before God.
Yeah.
And that goes back to our Tozer
Yeah. I mean,
booklet over here that I read.
I mean, he's talking about, in this quote, he's talking about that God is not a cosmic killjoy, and that Christianity is not unrelieved, cross-carrying, or glum, or highly temperamental, or God is austere, peevish. He's saying that God is good things.
Austere. I couldn't come up with that word.
And by the way, libelous just means like a slam, like this. It's a lie, but it means like a huge lie, right?
Why don't we just say a huge lie, Andy? My goodness. It's not even a real word. Libelous. Libelous. Y'all say that 3 times. Libelous, libelous, libelous.
Oh my. For any of the attorneys watching, I apologize. So, libel is literally a legal term.
If I've offended anyone, I apologize. That was a libelous thing for me to do.
But, Tozer is talking about that side of things, but the other side is true as well.
Yeah. And I think what we want to teach and coach with others is don't let task or don't let checklist, don't let things like that get in the way, with your relationship with God, but with others.
Yeah.
Because we could have easily just recorded Sunday when we met, right? And never walked through the wilderness together like that, like we're supposed to.
Yeah.
And
to be honest with you, as I was driving over to your house, I was thinking, I don't want to laugh right now.
yeah, and
I wasn't in the mood. And it was because of it wasn't like something, disastrous had happened. It's just
Right.
some, like, what was your word? Schlepping
Schlepping.
is New York City
Schlepping.
word.
Schlepping. Don't ask me to spell it.
Is just the normal everyday challenges in my life,
Yeah.
and it was normal everyday stuff in your life.
Yeah.
And but sometimes we allow that to steal our joy.
And this is a hypothetical, so I don't know, but if we hadn't have spent that time together working through that, though it was nothing big, it could have started creating those lies, vows, strongholds.
Yeah,
Like
that's very true.
it could have just started leading into negative thoughts or the wrong thoughts, unbiblical thoughts. Like it could have started going down that road.
Actually, I felt a little wounded after I left because you made fun of me.
That should be every day.
But, and to be honest, we as guys don't think it's somehow less than masculine to talk out our issues. But I left there feeling I felt encouraged about being able to face the issues that I had, and things.
Yeah.
I don't know that things drastically improved. I don't think they have for you either. It's kind of stayed the same.
Yeah.
But I think my reaction was different.
But I think you're right. Like I left, though
You left?
I just went to the back patio, but I mean, I just walked around. But I felt like, okay, that felt good just to talk that through and to share what I'm thinking and feeling.
Yeah.
And to get another perspective, another biblical perspective of what, I mean, I think something I says like, Andy, am I wrong in thinking this, right? Like, biblically, am I wrong?
Yeah.
And, but it was one of those, it's almost like a weight was lifted off, though nothing changed, not like anything, nothing changed at that moment. Nothing in our situations changed.
Yeah.
But we felt better. But I also feel like when men, and I'm just going to talk about men, but men being outside, even if it's around a fire pit or around a table outside, but just being outside in nature, and especially at nighttime around a fire pit, stars, sky, there's just something, I don't know, there's just a blessing upon that if we can do that together.
Yeah.
And schlep through this together.
Yeah. For sure.
You got it.
So, and this is, I want to look it up just to make sure I say it 100%, because in my middle age, I'm forgetting words. Do you know what this word countenance means?
I don't.
Countenance means face.
Face. Face?
Face.
Okay.
So until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.
Amen.